According to 8 News Now, Las Vegas, Red Rock Resorts have stated that 3 station casinos will soon be torn down and the land will be sold off. The following locations include Texas Station, Fiesta Henderson, and Fiesta Rancho. Today we take one last look at the Fiesta Henderson location before it's torn down. Now this is one hotel and casino I have never stayed at, but this is one you cannot miss when you're driving into Las Vegas from the southeast. Eventually this hotel and casino will be another page in the history books of Henderson, so I decided to stop in and see how things are looking. The footage you see here was all shot on 9/3/2022. When this first opened in 1998, it was originally known as the Reserve. It had 224 hotel rooms and sort of a jungle/safari theme to it. It was centered around the fictional character named Congo Jack, who had accidentally crash-landed his plane into an African-themed environment. Everything in the beginning for the Reserve seemed just fine, but unfortunately they failed to see the profits they had hoped for. They later on sold the hotel and casino to Station Casinos for about $71.8 million. Station Casinos took ownership by January of 2001. After Station Casinos had purchased the property, it was out with the old and in with the new. They retired the jungle/safari theme and spent a whopping $5 million on renovation to convert it into a more southwestern party theme. The Fiesta Henderson officially opened on December 29th, 2001. And hey, before I go any further, I just want to say if you have ever been to the Fiesta Henderson location before, feel free to share your stories, memories, and experiences with me down in the comment section down below. I would love to read all about them. Now let's fast forward to today. How did we get to this point? How did we go from cutting the ribbon and celebrating the grand opening to closing and moving on? Well, we know that the Texas Station casinos closed down in March of 2020 due to the pandemic, but it turns out prior to the pandemic, the 3 casinos were underperforming, and according to casinos.org, Station Casinos president Scott Krieger said 90% of its regulars had just moved on to other casinos. Many employees thought they would one day reopen, but the closing due to the pandemic became the final nail in the coffin. At this point in time, it's uncertain what the plans are after these locations are torn down and sold off, but once I find out, I'll make an updated video. Now, from the news reports I've seen on Fiesta Henderson location, one thing is for sure, this place definitely felt like a second home for the employees that worked there. The way they talked about the camaraderie amongst each other makes it seem like it was really a special place to work.
I had a fantastic crew. We got along so great, and we worked all hard together. No problem with coming in on overtime, staying overtime, just everybody.
You know, 5 days a week in this building for 18 years. I mean, more time with the people I worked with than my actual family. It feels good, and I'm glad we'll have this memory.
Now, as of when this footage was shot, there is no exact date on when they will be demolished, but if you guys know when the Fiesta Henderson location will be demolished, please let me know in the comment section down below. I think it would be really cool to capture it on film. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Fiesta Hotel. Figured we'd drive through real quick before we get yelled at or escorted out by security, so let's just try to get what we can. We got some workers out here. They're probably still taking stuff out of there. I imagine there's a bunch of like tables, chairs, equipment, you name it. Probably want to get everything out of there before they knock her down. I saw some demolition equipment over here, so let's go take a peek at that. There's no exact date as far as when this is going to be knocked down, but, you know, could be this afternoon, could be tomorrow. Las Vegas demolition. Take a peek at that. Here we have the Fiesta Hotel and Casino and the demolition equipment. Man, it's going to be quite a sight to see this get knocked down. Las Vegas Demolition and Environmental Services. This is so crazy. They're probably going to start right here. Maybe I can talk to one of the people that was up there kind of unloading some of the stuff from the casino and find out when exactly they're going to tear it down, because I would love to get the drone up in the sky.